Alright, welcome back everyone. We're going to have game 4 here between Deth and Voices. For anyone just joining, you can look up the results. Because you haven't been here.
Nice guy.
Because you should have been watching the entire time, but no, it is actually 2-1 up for Voices. It is going to be Blistering Sands for game 4. I am unstable. Joined here, oh my god, get in the game. Joined here by T-Gun. And we're going to have Deth as the red Terran, as the red Zerg down the bottom left-hand corner, and Voices as the blue Terran at the top right. So Blistering Sands, I gotta be picking Voices for this one, but I don't know. I think Deth can pull something out.
Yeah, you would have said the exact same thing about Steps, but we saw a reasonably close game, and a successful 14 hatch was the surprising thing. So I can't really make a pick here. Voices was playing really passively for a 2-player map. He didn't really do much harass at all. Didn't get out any early Hellions. Didn't really abuse the cliffs with tanks. So I'm not too sure who's gonna take this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like Voices has been playing pretty passively, but when he's actually attacked, he's meant something with it. So
yeah, it's been a nice, juicy, meaty force.
Okay. Don't know what you're thinking about, but yeah, I don't know. Like Deth has been pretty passive too. Like he hasn't really done anything except for mute harass. Like it doesn't really mean much. So we might be seeing something interesting for him. We might not. We do have that 14 hatch coming out again.
Drone harass, man.
Yeah, drone harass. Yes.
Killing mules with drones all day, every day. Early game. No, I really like Deth's just like whole I'm gonna 14 hatch, what are you gonna do about it mentality.
Well, realistically, with the Reaper nerf and the soon to be extra Reaper nerf, they don't really have anything to worry about.
So it's not even the Reapers that I'd be worried about, it's just if you double bunker the ramp or get out early Marines, that hatch is gonna die. Like if you went until the supply depot nerf, if you went 9 racks 10 supply, you instantly just kill 14 hatch players.
Yeah. But we do have the gas and spawning pool again now. She's the extractor a little bit later than I expected if he wanted speedlings, but that's alright. He's just probably going to go you do have a Reaper with Nitro packs coming in, so maybe this could come back to hurt Deth. I don't know. The Reapers take so long to build now. It just doesn't seem like they get there in time after the first 2 or 3.
They're still really, like, the only thing the build time nerf did was change it from 5 racks to 6 racks. That's the only really legitimate thing it did, which delays it by about a minute and a half. It's still extremely effective. It's not about the whole, oh my god, he has Reapers are insane. It's the fact that he can go mass Reapers into Marauders, into Marines, and counter pretty much anything you can do off the one base.
Yeah, pretty much. But what do we got? We do yeah, there's nothing really. He's got a Spineclaw, so he's gonna be able to throw down one of those Reapers. But the poor
He lost a Reaper.
Oh yeah, he probably lost one, but still, he can do okay. But yeah, Zerg, I don't know. I think Zerg have had enough time to learn how to defend against Reaper harass like this, and they've had enough practice at it. It's not really that big of a thing anymore.
Yeah, since the Zerg won the GSL, everyone stopped bitching.
Yeah. I don't know. The game's still too early. Like, so many people are like, oh, it's imbalanced, but oh my god, like...
It's been out for, not long enough to go, these guys suck.
Like, if you had, like, I don't know, if you knew every single thing about the race and all the possible theories and all the possible theory craft of every single possible strat would out, and then there were still imbalances, yeah, I go, okay. But no one even knows how to play the races properly yet. Like, there's still random stuff coming out that no one's ever seen before, and it's just annoying. But anyway, that's just my rant.
You mad?
No, I was mad earlier, but yeah.
I was mad that I didn't get my steak and chips.
It was my steak and chips.
Anyway, the one thing I find weird about Deth's 14 match is that he just doesn't really press the advantage. If you look at his nat, he's got 3 drones mining all those minerals. And it's not like it's only recently finished. They've mined 100 minerals off each patch, so it's not so fresh that he hasn't been able to either produce drones or transfer.
Yeah. But hey, we got standard stuff coming out now.
Yeah, besides Deth, just controlling voices in that mineral line with links.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to Shuffle because me and him argued to no end about the balance stuff, but he's just one of those vocal people.
I just kind of stopped. I stopped caring. I just play every race now. I'll just random because not because I don't particularly want to choose a race. I just random because it's more fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
But pretty basic stuff. Deth was in Voice of Mineral Lines with a ton of lings, just kind of messing about. But what Voices is going to do is drop 8 mules and get 8 trillion minerals and win.
Yeah. No, they're just being so extremely passive. That's why we're just talking about random topics right now, because there is nothing really to talk about in the game.
Let's get more Koreans over here.
More Koreans, yeah. I'm actually trying to get a Korean account because I've got a mate who's actually living over there at the moment. But apparently so many Koreans are just paranoid about the social ID. Apparently it's like, you got your driver's license. It's like the Korean version of our driver's license.
Yeah, you have to have their name. I had one of those for an online Korean game called Skid Rush. I actually had a working KSSN and all that.
Well, the difference between that is with Australian driver's license numbers, you can give that out to whoever you want, but if you give it out to anyone, it's actually illegal in Korea.
Yeah, I know. Most people are just like random 90-year-old women. If you're just taking it. It's like, yeah, I'm that 90-year-old woman that lives in an apartment. I play games.
Yeah. That's right.
But Deth going for the Spire off 2 base. Voices had a hero SCB that just kind of ran in there and shook hands, introduced himself, didn't see the Spire.
Yeah.
But got a fair amount of information. He saw 3 gas, didn't see the 4th, and didn't see a tech structure, so I guess he'll be presuming that it's mutas. Yeah, he is. He's putting up turrets.
Yeah, I really wish Voices was a little bit more aggressive here. Like, he's got the starport. Get a couple of medivacs, start doing drops, because if you look at the income tab, Deth is just careening ahead of him. He's just pulling out so far. He's pumping so many mutas. He's just getting all his tech he wanted, because he's just harass-free. Like, I think those mutas were the first thing he built after those first little bit of lings, and that's all he's built the entire time. Drones and a couple of lings and mutas.
Yeah, I mean, Voices just isn't threatening him enough to just make him want to build units. Deth's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna power drones forever.
Yeah.
He's breaking this third with what's a pretty meager force, and that would be able to hold off anything Voices does, because as soon as he sees it, he's just going to start producing a heck of a lot of units, and Voices is just going to suffer from it.
Yeah. But he's going to take that third pretty damn quickly. I think he's just going to, sit back and macro up. He's going to harass a bit with the mutas, which did work well for him last time, but there's so many gaps. This is the one thing I think hurts Terrans, is they just sit back so much, and he lost a muta. That's a big mistake. But they sit back, they don't be aggressive, and then they are instantly on the defensive. It's like a siege mentality. They're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be defensive, and then they just get stuck in that mindset.
Yeah, Terran aren't meant to be the defensive race in this matchup. They pretty much dictate what the Zerg has to do. And if you're being defensive, all the Zerg
that's huge.
Sit back, look at your army composition, and counter you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer people to be, just do something other than sit in their base, which unfortunately is all this Voices is doing right now. It might work out really well, but if he gets a nice timing push in on it, but still, I just don't like the fact that he's letting Deth get away with so much droning.
Yeah, and Deth has 3 hatches up now, soon to be 4 with his soon to finish gold. And wow, that's a pretty big Maynard going over there. What's that? 11 drones going over there? Probably, presumably 9 drones.
Well, I'd want that gold saturated as fast as possible.
No, yeah, definitely. It's just you don't want to in saturating, you don't want to undersaturate one of your other bases, which he's done pretty effectively. He's still got a good 19-20 drones on that nat, so he's doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he's putting a spine crawler up there.
There are a
didn't
few
see any Hellions with Voices Unicomp, so
I think it's just in case of a drop. There's a lot of random supply depots and things like that I think Deth could really snipe. Like he sniped one of the depots there, but he can really snipe. Like he can pretty much snipe all these depots.